Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in today's video we are going to look at what exactly happened to the markets and what we can expect tomorrow, which is an expiry day, and also what happened to our trades. I'll also be showing you the logic behind our intraday trades today, why exactly we took it and how we managed the positions. Now we'll quickly start off with the video by seeing what exactly happened to the markets. Yesterday night around 10 o'clock we got a news saying that Ukraine is now no longer insisting to join NATO. This was a huge positive news because this is what Russia was fighting for. If Ukraine ends up joining NATO, then US troops can end up coming to Ukraine, and this is something which Russia didn't want at all. And that was the main reason why this entire war was fought. And yesterday, Ukraine president made it clear that he doesn't want to actually join NATO. And following this, right after this news came, US markets shot up around 1.5%. So even though they went up by 1.5%, immediately there was some selling and they ended the day almost flat. So even SGX Nifty was indicating some kind of a positive start, but nobody really expected that we'll be moving up by 2%. So we opened sort of flattish, but later there was consistent buying which came out throughout the day. We opened flat around 16,100 and we consolidated up till the afternoon till 12 o'clock around 16,100 to 200. Post which, once the market broke 16,200, there was no stopping the markets. The rally went on till 16,400. After 3 o'clock, we did see some kind of profit booking, but it was a fantastic rally what we got to see in the markets. Initially today morning, markets traded positive mainly because of the IT sector. So both Infosys and TCS ended up opening positive, and even Reliance was positive by 1.5–2%. But later towards the afternoon, Reliance ended up continuing the rally, whereas even the banking sector ended up joining. So this boost given by Reliance and the banking sector towards the end made Nifty go up almost by 2%. Overall, if you look at it, there was a broad sectorial participation. All the sectors took part in this rally, and especially banking finance, which was beaten down so badly, showed a great recovery towards the end, and even IT stocks went up. Even Reliance, Asian Paints, all the stocks which were beaten down badly ended up performing really well. So that will bring us to the next question: what exactly are we expecting from this market right now? So if you remember, I had told in the video day before yesterday that we are expecting the markets to bottom out sooner or later, and we have also taken a lot of positions where we have ended up shorting puts. Nifty, Bank Nifty, Asian Paints, HDFC Bank, Pidilite, and many more. So we were sort of expecting a bounce back to come in the market, and we were also expecting the markets to be making its bottom sooner or later. We had also taken a put ratio spread, and I had shared this strategy in day before yesterday's video. Overall, because of all these put options shorted, we ended with a very good M2M today, somewhere just less than 9 lakh. So at a point in time, we actually hit even 10 lakh. As Nifty corrected towards the end, our profits also came from 10 lakh to 9 lakh. So it would have been a great day in case if we could end the whole day with more than 10 lakh gain. But maybe that's for another day and we couldn't do it today. So with this, we ended up recovering whatever we had lost on the other day. Since I had already told you, all these were notional losses, and once the market recovers, we are going to recover everything. So that day where we lost around 7 lakh was mainly due to the intraday trade where we lost around 3.5 lakh. So yesterday as well as today, both put together, we have made a profit of around 13 lakh, and overall we are at a positive of around 6 lakh. So now for expiry, I particularly haven't carried any positions overnight. So I have 0 overnight positions. The reason being, tomorrow there is election result. So that's the reason. Tomorrow I will be taking a very simple trade. I am expecting the markets to be quite volatile. So I'll be taking a very simple trade and I'll try to manage this trade. So the quantity will be less, and the moment I hit a loss of around 2 lakh for tomorrow, I'll be squaring off all the positions. I will mainly focus on intraday for tomorrow, and I will also take some positional trades. So one thing what we have to understand is, even though there are some positive news coming out, so today DAX is up by almost 5%, which is a 700-point rally in DAX, and this is a big positive news. Even though we have series of positive news flowing in, so we can confirm that the bottom is made once Nifty actually ends up crossing 16,800. Till then, we are not initiating any long positions, but we are definitely buying some equity shares. So it is a great time to buy some quality stocks. So don't miss out on that. But I would definitely not recommend you to go long unless the market actually ends up crossing 16,800. So as I had told in the previous video, we had also shorted 15,000 puts and 30,000 puts. So we will still continue to hold this position because we believe by 30th of March, markets might not actually end up breaking these levels. Markets might not end up breaking these levels. So one more thing what we should see now is that FII selling has still not reduced. Even today, they have sold around 5,000 crores, around 4,880 crores if I am not wrong. And this is still a very big figure compared to what we were seeing in previous months. So previous months we saw an average of around 1,000 to 3,000 crores. But right now we are seeing an average of 5,000 crores, and even today they have sold close to 5,000 crores. So selling has not come down at all. Till the selling comes down, market will have a hard time to sustain this rally. So for tomorrow, speaking about Nifty, I am expecting a range of 16,000 to 16,600 for Nifty, and for Bank Nifty I am expecting a range of 33,000 to 35,000. I have given such a broader range mainly because there is election results tomorrow and the markets can be very volatile. So that's the reason it's always good to go with lesser quantity and manage that. One more thing what you should remember is currently in this scenario, OI as well as technicals is not going to work the same way because there is a lot of news flow happening. We have continuously news coming from Russia, Ukraine. We have this election result. So that's the reason technicals as well as open interest might not work the same way as it is if the VIX is low. So that's the reason it is always good to be little dynamic and not depend on these data points alone to take your trading decisions. So with this, we'll be now quickly moving on to the intraday trade and see what exactly happened there. And meanwhile, if you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi everyone, welcome to the video. So in this video, we are first going to look at what happened to our performance, as well as I'm also going to discuss what were the actual intraday trades which we took. So as you can see, today we had a M2M close to 9 lakh, not exactly 9 lakh, just around 15,000 short of 9 lakh. So now here if I sort out only the intraday trades, so you can see from intraday trades alone, we made a profit of close to 3,70,000. If you remember day before yesterday, when all the stop losses got triggered, we had lost close to 3.5 lakh from intraday alone. Today, we were able to recover around 3.7 lakh because we just had one single good day. So I am going to explain what exactly were the trades which we took on intraday basis, and also the positional trade which we have already discussed. So we were basically short on all put options possible because we were expecting the market to bounce back up, and that's the reason today we saw a huge bounce in the market, and that was sufficient for all the put options to decay and give us a profit of close to 5 lakh. So here what I want you to focus on is you can see that from this particular short straddle, that is 16,350 short straddle, we haven't done much. So we have just lost around 2,000 rupees. So we'll just leave it aside. So I just entered and exited this with a loss of 2,000 rupees. Now if you look at 33,800 as well as 33,900 short straddle. So this is the one which I'm talking about. Here you can see I made a profit of somewhere close to 40,000 rupees. So I just shorted it, held for a short while, around 5 to 10 minutes. I got very good decay around 230 and I just exited this trade. And you can also see one more trade over here, that is 32,500 put option which I had shorted, and I made around 20,000 from this trade. So all in all, everything put together, we have made around 60,000 rupees from these trades. But the real profit was made in this particular trade of 16,100 short straddle. So you can see that I had shorted around 5,000 quantity of 16,100 short straddle, and I later ended up adding another 2,500 quantity. Let me just show this to you on charts. In the morning itself, I created a 16,100 short straddle, and around 12 o'clock is when the stop loss actually got triggered. So the market started heading towards 16,200. My stop loss on 16,100 CE got triggered. So this triggered around 190 rupees and this was still trading around 100 rupees. So from there on, I was pretty clear about one thing. The maximum loss that I'm going to take today is just around 2 lakh because I had already lost 3 lakh, so I didn't want to increase my intraday loss. So the maximum loss I was ready to take was 2 lakh. So I thought, let me just leave the 5,000 quantity as it is. In case if the decay doesn't happen and the market starts to fall, I'll just square it off at a maximum loss of around 2 lakh. But luckily for me, the market just started moving upside. So from 16,200, the market went all the way up to 16,400 rupees. And during this time, we started to get some brilliant decay. So I entered another 2,500 quantity once the market came down and started moving further higher from 16,325. So once Nifty actually ended up closing above this, I entered further 2,500 quantity, expecting the up move to continue. One more reason behind this is I entered around 2 o'clock. By this time, Europe had already gapped up and even US futures were trading positive, and I thought maybe we can end up holding on to the up move what we had seen. So that's the reason I ended up adding further more quantity. Again, the logic was fairly simple. The moment I hit a loss of 2 lakh, I'm going to square off all the positions. But luckily for me, the market kept on going up and there was some brilliant decay in the put option, which actually gave me a profit of close to 3 lakh. So you can see that majority of the profit has just come from this trade alone. So here I have lost 2 lakh 14,000 and here I have made 5 lakh 23,000. So all these were very short trades which I took around 230, 245 and I just squared it off in 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't hold longer than that. The major trade was this which I entered in the morning. So this was the intraday trade logic what I took, and this is the positional trade which we are currently holding. So tomorrow is expiry day, and again I will be low on quantity because we also have the election results. Even for tomorrow, the idea remains the same. The moment I lose around 2 lakh, I'll be cutting off all the trades. We still have 3 more expiries to go, and let's see how exactly or what exactly March month holds for us. So with this, we also come to the end of this video, and I hope that you guys have liked today's video. If so, then please do hit the like button, share this video, as well as subscribe to Optionables.